Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah! After a hiatus of crossovers, it looks like we finally are getting back to Super Sentai crossovers as Ryusoulger is teaming up with Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger. After a couple years of not having Super Sentai crossovers, I am so finally back to yearly Super Sentai crossovers. At least I hope they're going to continue to be yearly. The adventure begins when a surviving member of the Gangler crime syndicate uses his powers to capture the Ryusoulger's Kishiryu. To counter this new foe, the Ryusoulgers must find Rangers with the Gangler abilities. Only together can the heroes bring peace and freedom to their friends. All members of Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger will be returning for this film. Okay, I know what you're all here for. Let's talk about Kiramager, however it's pronounced. Kiramager will be a 5-ranger team with 3 male rangers, red, blue, and yellow, and 2 females, green and pink. Yes, we have another female Green Ranger. That is amazing. The suits have several vehicle details, a racetrack stripe along the front, while their henshin device, the Kiramager, appears to be based on a tire. Each Kiramager helmet also has a set of headlights. Each Kiramager will be armed with a Kirama sword and a gun weapon, the Kirama shot. We haven't seen a vehicle-themed team in a while, and I am a huge fan of vehicle-themed teams. Yes, I know this is only a couple of years after LuPat, which had vehicles as their Zords, but that doesn't necessarily make them a vehicle-themed team. As for their Zords, the Blue Ranger will pilot a jet, the Pink Ranger will have a helicopter, the Yellow Ranger will have a crane excavator, the Green Ranger will have a sports car, and the Red Ranger will appear to drive a truck-like vehicle of some sort. Similar to Toku, there is a popular rumor that Kiramager may have a color-swapping gimmick, which I'm all for. I love to see different suits go through similar designs with different colors. I mean, that's one of the reasons I love Toku so much. As for the story, the Kiramager will be fighting against the Yodan army, who is trying to steal hope and radiance from people with jewelry and vehicles, serving as the show's main motif. The team's first episode will air on March 8th, 2020, but the team will make their grand debut in the prologue titled Episode 0 that will be airing alongside the Ryusoulger vs. LuPat crossover movie. That's about all the Toku news I would like to report for this episode. I know that it was a bit short, but I really wanted to talk about Kiramager in an episode of Let's Talk Toku. Pair it with something, otherwise I can't just make it like a Kiramager episode. And by the way, I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but the show hasn't come out yet, so how am I supposed to know? I think that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Talk Toku, and I think this is the first episode of Let's Talk Toku of 2020. I hope you guys are having a great new year, and not only are we in a new year, we're also in an entirely new decade, which surprises me. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and of course, as always, until next time, see ya.